Turner and Rayleigh too. See?
Still a good pullover.
Yeah.
It is. I didn't wear my.
It's a nice one.
You should have seen the look on his face earlier. It was not pleasant. It was very pouty.
But the look on your face out there looked pretty competitive, pretty solid. What did you make of it?
Oh, nice segue, Dan.
Segue.
Just, Emerson, what would you kind of take away from this final opportunity to be able to start today and then kind of build on that and head into the offseason?
Yeah, I mean, I thought competed well. I felt like the spot that it'll kind of haunt me a little bit was, the offense comes in, puts up a 3 spot for you, and I walk the leadoff guy, right? Like, you just kind of got to keep attacking the zone, try to keep them down while they are, and you throw a slider in a bad spot, 2-run homer. So it's just things like that that really frustrates me. But I mean, offense did a great job. We kept fighting, and guys really came through tonight. It was awesome.
Emerson, the progress you've made, though, finishing this year with several big league starts, full season at Tacoma as well. You made the full run compared to where you were, where lat issues kept you out for how many times? I mean, how dramatically different do you feel as a pitcher right now?
A lot, but I also think there's, a long way to go as well. I think the work never stops. I want to keep, improving on this season, and just keep building. Take as many opportunities as you can and just keep trying to get better.
You're going in the off season. I'm sure you haven't had a ton of time to reflect, but I imagine you have some checklists of things you want to accomplish. What do you got on your checklist?
I think the first thing would probably be, the velo, right? If you can, go through a really good program and try to get, another mile an hour and a half, whatever it might be, you put your stuff in a lot better spot, and, I'll start there and then just try to make everything else a little bit crisper.
What were the challenges of just kind of the back and forth that you had all season, knowing that you were one call away or one injury away from, being back here and just, constantly trying to keep focus on the task at hand at Tacoma as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think you really have to just, kind of what we talked about, like be where your feet are. Every day you get an opportunity to go out there and work on something or you get a start, you make the most of it. And if you really take it one day at a time, you're not looking ahead, you're not looking behind, and you just kind of learn to enjoy it along the way, whatever challenges come with it. You can kind of get through it. And, it has been a grind, but at the same time, man, I felt like I've done a really good job of just kind of balancing all that and just trying to give us a chance to win.
What have you gotten from spending time with the other members, especially the younger members of the rotation, while you've been up here?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, those are the guys that I came up with, and you kind of spend as much time as you can. Seeing the success that they have is so well deserved. I mean, they work extremely hard and they're very, very talented. So just being around them, makes you better. It makes you a better pitcher. It makes you a better competitor, and I'm grateful for the time we've got to spend together.
Emerson, Cal's worked obviously a lot with that rotation throughout the course of the year. Can you just speak to his impact on you specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I think I can't really describe how much work he puts into it and how much the impact that he has, especially like on a young guy. Just the game planning, the pitch calling, how he goes out there and kind of settles you down. He never gets too high or too low. He's so consistent, and he's been awesome for me. I've loved throwing with him. I've loved being his teammate.
So how would you describe the progression of your breaking stuff? I mean, like, changeup is great. You kind of moved to the sinker more. You still have the four seam, but you've always kind of talked about finding that breaking pitch to kind of separate everything else. Where do you think that progression is?
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be having 2 different ones. I think, if we can get the one that I got now to throw a little bit harder and then maybe add, a bigger one with a little bit more shape, I think that'd be a good place to start.
I mean, you have to have like 7 pitches to pitch on this staff, don't you?
I mean, every time I got to learn a cutter too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the splitter's next. I don't know. So it's cool though. It's cool just kind of see everybody kind of plays around with it.
You see yourself playing around with
Absolutely. I think you just keep going. The more things that you can learn, the more pitches that you can have in your bag, I think it's a huge advantage.
Thanks.
Thank you all.